welcome to this episode of Maddie and Carlos Talk Mystery. We're going to be presenting the song If Heaven, which is already released, which is included on our EP, which has not been released, the Revolutions EP.
If Heaven has just come out, Revolutions EP is about to come out. We'll be talking a little bit about that. We also thought we would do this one a little bit differently, and so I've prepared some questions. Maddie has prepared some questions. And so I'm going to start asking you the following question. Okay. What was your favorite part of recording this EP that's about to come out?
The screams in Revolution, probably. Does that spoil the EP?
No, that's great. I was actually hoping that you'd ask something similar because that was going to be my answer.
Oh,
no, that's great. So no, you didn't even ask that.
Well, I didn't
so
even
elaborate,
think about it that much.
Elaborate.
I didn't even think about it that much. When you asked that question, I just really quickly scanned through Sugar Hill, Jeremy's Place, and White Cat.
We recorded the 3 songs of the EP in 3 different studios, so that's
the things that are rolling through my head. And that what we did at Sugar Hill was just something that, I might never do again either.
And to explain a little bit, the intro to Revolutions, the song that the EP is named after, there are some yells. I had a lot of fun because whenever Maddy has to do something weird in the studio, she's really shy about it. But then she goes all out and does it. So the screams and Revolutions, you guys were like, it was really fun to record.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Question?
Yeah.
You talk about, when you introduce the song If Heaven, you talk about how going to heaven was one of your biggest fears as a kid. What was another of your biggest fears as a kid?
Oh, as a kid. I had this weird thing where I was really afraid of sleeping or not falling asleep. And it was because as a kid, I tried to rationalize everything. And I was trying to figure out how it is that your brain turns off or whatever, but you're still alive. And so I kept trying to fall asleep consciously. Consciously fall asleep. But then I wouldn't sleep because I would be trying.
Or just that you have to not try to remember that moment or be aware of that moment when you fall asleep because you can't do that.
Yeah, I would try to
be conscious of the
figure
sleep.
out how to, just like you figure out okay, this is how I feed myself. I was trying to figure out how to fall asleep.
Never heard of that fear, and wow.
And so bed, I would spend a lot of time just in bed, awake and trying to figure that out, and it would just be oh, am I gonna fall asleep tonight?
That's really funny.
Good question. Oh. My next question is, this EP is called Revolutions, partly because all the songs just seem to fit together. They weren't written together, but they seem to have this revolutionary theme or maybe protest theme. Mm-hmm. What is one of your favorite historical rebels and why?
My favorite historical rebel is, I think, Susan B. Anthony. And the reason why is because she didn't have a lot, basically. She was kind of a humble person in her life. From humble means, but she was extremely brave and really, obviously, changed the course of history. And a lot of us now, whether we're women or not, we have a lot to thank her for. And she had a lot of other people that were part of that movement, but she's my favorite one.
Cool. I'm also a fan of the lesser-known Susan C. Anthony. Your next question.
My next question. On the topic of the song Revolutions, is there a revolutionary period in history that you think it would be really exciting to fight for or be a part of?
Well, it would probably all be exciting in the sense that
you think you were going to die.
Going for your life.
right, I know, but even just a cause that you were if I would have been alive that time, I would have marched with that person, or I would have stood at the front lines of that or whatever.
Okay. I would be in the French Revolution because they all got cake.
That's a pretty good show.
So that's my answer. And also because France is cool.
Fine. Good a reasons as any, I suppose.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, so my last question for you. This song that we're going to play today is called If Heaven. It's a song that's already out. And it kind of has to do with like just sort of different beliefs about what if heaven may or may not be, and how those maybe some of our beliefs have evolved over time. My question to you: if you were the god of your own universe, and it was the day where you were making up your heaven, what would be 3 things that you would make sure to put in there kind of right away?
Just like, okay, anything.
Whatever.
That's a wild question.
It's a good question.
This is not like the earth or something.
No, it's heaven.
It's heaven.
It's
okay.
Well, I mean, whatever. You're the god.
I'm God.
But you're making
What's
heaven right now. What's something you throw in right away? Number 1.
Cellos.
Throw cellos. That's really great. Just probably place them.
If they're heavenly cellos, they don't break. They're indestructible.
That's true.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 1 was indestructible heavenly cellos. Number 2.
Chocolate? Duh. I mean, duh, though. Duh.
Is it any kind of special chocolate since the cellos are indestructible?
It's 70% dark chocolate.
Okay, because it's already special.
Yeah.
And number 3.
The thermostat always set to 72 degrees. That's true. It's my heaven, so don't laugh.
72? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy to please.
Indestructible cellos? I don't think so.
We're going to put on our instruments real quick. We'll be right back. And without further ado,
we present to you
If Heaven. I didn't know we were doing that.
That worked.
If heaven is a place where no one ever wakes up to the rising of the sun, for there's nothing left to do. If I'm headed for some promised land where my purpose is to rest, don't sign me up. Don't sign me up. And if heaven is a place where some make it and some are left out by the choices that were made when we didn't understand, if there's no one left to fight for, there's nothing left to learn, don't sign me up. Don't sign me up. Now get up and open up your eyes, and don't stand by. Don't wait for your reward. Don't stand by. Don't wait for your Heaven is a place where the clouds are all beneath us, for the softening of our steps. The sky is always blue. If there's not a mountain left to climb, or dancing in the rain, don't sign me up. Don't sign me up. Now get up and open up your eyes. Don't stand by. Don't wait for your reward. If redemption has to wait, if we are not the world, if time can drive a wedge between myself and God, don't sign me up. Don't sign me up. So, just real quick, one more question before we take our instruments back off. Tell us about this new toy contraption where you can move back.
To show the whole thing?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it attaches so many ways so that the cello can actually stay on hands-free. It's called the Black Cello Strap. I learned about it at the American String Teachers Association conference this month even. I've been just kind of envying cellists who stand up with their cellos, like Rashad Eggleston, and who like crowd surf with their cellos. So finally there's a thing that is kind of user-friendly that everybody can do if they're not just like a cello strap inventor, and it's kind of available to the public of cellos now. So I'm happy to have my black cello strap, and this is the first use of it in this video. That's mine.
Okay, so let's wrap up.
Okay. You can look for the Revolutions EP. It's coming out soon. It's available for pre-order on Bandcamp.
We'll put some links below, like always. If you do the pre-order right now, you will get If Heaven automatically to download, and then April 7th, you get the rest of the EP.
In case you can't wait for If Heaven, you got to pre-order it, and you got to get a song right away. Instant gratification.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I already have it.
Yeah, I already know it.
It'll also be out on iTunes and everything else April 7th. So look for it. We hope you like it.
Great!
So,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.